Hi, I'm Eitimad Hashim. In this video, we are going to learn about terrestrial or land ecosystems. World ecosystems are divided into land ecosystems and water ecosystems. This is the general division of the world for global ecosystems. So, a biome is large, relatively distinct region with specific or similar climate, plant or animal, regardless where it occurs. Like here, a desert in Australia, in Africa, in South America, and in North America, and in Asia. All of them are desert. We call it desert biome. Desert biome. While the ecosystem is just an environment where living and non-living things interact. So a biome corresponds to a group of land ecosystems with similar climate and temperature and precipitation or rainfall. Therefore, biomes are larger than ecosystems. How are biomes formed? Biomes are formed by climate because climate is a major factor in forming biomes. And as a result, area with similar climates, will have a similar biotic community and therefore considered as the same biome. As you know, most plants that live in cold climate adapted to the cold, and those adaptations are significantly different from the ones that require to survive in the warm climates. But not only climate affects the biome formation, climate and elevation, because climate also affected by elevation. However, biomes that are typically found closer to the poles may be found on the mountain located in the near equator. If there is a mountain in the equator, the top of the mountain will have different climate from the foot of the mountain. As you know, climate change as we move north and south of the equator. If we move north and south of the equator, the climate will be changed. As a rule, temperature drop further you get from the equator, north or south. Therefore, biomes are distributed north and south the equator. You will find the same biome in the north and in the south of the equator. For example, tropical rainforest, this is here represented by this dark green color, are typically found 10 degrees centigrade above and below the equator. So, like equator is our standard latitude. Regarding the terrestrial biomes or land biomes, there are some disagreement about scientists about the number, how many biomes there should be. Because some books mention 5 biomes or 8 biomes, 13 biomes, 16 biomes, different opinion, but all of them they agree on the standard biomes, 8 biomes. That is what we will go to discuss in this lecture or video. It's tropical rainforest, tropical savanna, desert, chaparral, grassland, temperate deciduous forest, temperate boreal forest, and tundra. Regarding the terrestrial biomes, the first one, tropical rainforest, because we are beginning from the equator. And it is very important to keep in your mind the map in order to memorize where the biome is located. The tropical rainforest near the equator, above and below the equator, cover about 60% from the Earth's surface and found around 10 degrees north and south of the equator. They are found over the world, but the majority found in the tropical rainforest of South America and Brazil. In tropical rainforest, the precipitation or rainfall is constant in a range of 200 to 400 centimeters annually, and also the temperature range of the temperature. It is just a variation, seasonal variation from 25 to 29 degrees centigrade. Tropical rainforest got diverse animals and plants. 50% of the globe plants and animal species are present there due to the ideal climatic condition. The trees in the tropical rainforest in the rainforest form several layers, or we call it strata. This is the tallest one make the emergent layer, or we call it upper story layer. And then the underneath is the canopy, and then the shrubs and small trees, very small trees, form the under story. And then even there are some grasses and trees that grow on the floor of the tropical rainforest. So there is different layers, 4 layers, and each layer has unique characteristics based on the level of the water, sunlight, and air circulation in this small habitat. So rainforests also support a very broad array of fauna, very rich in fauna. As we said, 50% of the world species are present there, including mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and invertebrates. But insects make up the majority of living crustaceans in the tropical rainforest. And also because it got different strata, different niches, different habitats, so different animals live in the different strata of the rainforest. And because the amount of the trees in the tropical biomes, it is responsible for the majority of the oxygen production. As you know, by photosynthesis, plants pull from the atmosphere carbon dioxide and then release oxygen. So much of the oxygen released from the tropical rainforest. Our second biome, terrestrial biome or land biome, is tropical savanna. Tropical savanna. Here, the yellow color represents the global distribution of the tropical savanna. So tropical savanna also from north and south of the north and south from the tropical rainforest, because tropical rainforest was here. Okay, so the cross between the grassland and the trees from the forest or the forest called ectotop. Ectotopy found along the border of tropical rainforest, because this was just like a transition from trees, from forest to grassland. But tropical savanna is a mixture of grass and trees. The rainfall is less than tropical rainforest, the tropical savanna, from 40 to 60, and then inch per year, and also got dry season with fire. Some example also of the animal live in the savanna, like mammals, elephant, and also some of them like herbivore, like zebra and gazelle, and so there is also some of the animals that adapted or can live in the grass and trees are present there. Single species of grass or trees usually dominate over large area, like here this tropical savanna in Kenya. It got umbrella thorn acacia tree. So the tropical savanna plant adapted to the drought. Many plants have thorn and spines or sharp leaves to protect against predation, and also or they store water like the bamboo tree. Our third biome is the desert, and here is the brown color, the global distribution zone for the desert in Africa and in Asia and in America, North and South America, in Australia and South Africa. And there are also some of the entire content for deserts, such as UV desert of North Central Asia. It got characterized by having low precipitation and variable temperature seasonally and daily, even the variation between the season and the day. The maximum temperature can exceed up to 50 or can be dropped up to minus 30 degrees centigrade. We got two types of desert, cold desert and hot desert, according to where it occurs. Also, the plants got adaptations in this extreme condition with very low rainfall. So some of them got several adaptations, such as the cactus and leaves of these plants is reduced to be needle-like structure or spines to limit the water loss instead of having leaves. And then also The stem is green and perform photosynthesis. Besides, the plant have very shallow root system that absorb maximum water in the soil. Also, some of them store water, also like Joshua trees, and some of them reduce leaf surface area like mesquite. Some of the adaptations are physical adaptation like the soils, and some of the adaptations are chemical adaptations because some of the trees also can secrete toxins in the leaf of the shrubs. Most of the shrubs secrete toxins, so they protect themselves from grazing. Also, the animals, there are some animals in the desert, but because of the shortage of water and high temperature, they got a specific adaptation. They get water from food, or they have thick outer coat, or some of them can borrow being underneath the ground or crack in order to protect themselves from the dryness. But most of them are smaller in size, you can see, in order to have less surface area to reduce the evaporation. Our fourth biome, terrestrial or land biome, is chaparral. Chaparral is characterized by the Mediterranean climate and is found in the coastal regions. Okay, in Chile, in California, in South Africa, and also in Europe, and also in Africa, and also in Australia. But most of them are found in the western continent. They found in the western direction. They are found, as we said, in the coastal area. They are present between 30 and 40 latitude on the west coast of the continent. They receive rainfall from 30 to 50 centimeters annually, and usually rainfall occurs in the winter. Also, they are dominated by shrubs that with hard leaf and evergreen habitat, but also they got different names in different places. And like it's called Chaparral in North America, and it's called Matarol in Spain and Chile, and it's called Boreal and Machias in southern France, and also it's called Fine Balls in South Africa. The Chaparral biomes got hot summer, mild and rainy winter, because it's characterized by the Mediterranean climate. So the also many of them are found at the mountain slopes, like California Chaparral and the one in the Mediterranean area, along the Mediterranean area, or in the plains. So the type of the trees that are present in this area are extremely resistant to the drought. Also, they got diversity of plants and diversity of animals, plants like shrubs, small trees, grasses, and herbs, with many species specific to the coastal area. And some of the shrubs also produce as an adaptation seed that can germinate after fire. So many plants also adapted by having leathery leaves to resist water loss, and some of them got oils in leaves in order to help them to resist fire. Native mammals in the chaparral, such as deer, goats, are found there, and also amphibian, birds and reptiles, and insects, because there are some diversity of plants, fauna and flora that are present in Mediterranean climate. So our fifth biome, terrestrial or land biome, is grassland. Grassland, here is the location, the yellow color is the location of the grassland on the globe. But these biomes have different names in different places. In USA, they call it prairie or plains. In Asia, it's called steppe. In South America, it's called pampas. And in South Africa, it's called veld or savanna. And in Australia, it's called savanna. Got two seasons, wet season and dry season, receive less amount of rainfall from 50 to 90 centimeters per year. Also, summer temperature can be hot up to 38 degrees centigrade. The grassland in this region, because it is grassland, so the grass is dominated by grasses like cereal and grains and barley and rye and wheat have many adaptations يعني that helps them to survive drought and fire by grazing large mammals prevent يعني there are no or just few amount of woody shrubs and trees. Most of the plants in that place are grasses. That is what called grass land or grass biome or grass region. The animals found in this biome are grazing mammals like bison and wild horses, in addition to prairie dogs in North America. Also, they have so many adaptations to survive, live in the extremes, and this adaptation may be by migration or by hibernation or by burrow during extreme temperature and rainfall. Our sixth biome is temperate deciduous forest. Temperate deciduous forest, this dark blue here represent the deciduous, temperate deciduous forest. And this biome characterized by deciduous trees. The leaves of the trees fall down during the winter. So it's found in Europe and it is found in USA or North America and found in China. They got four wide range of temperature with 4 seasons. They got the 4 seasons. 4 seasons are represented there. Regarding the precipitation, is about 70 up to 200 centimeters annually, and also the temperature can be dropped to be very low during the winter and to be high during the summer and humid. The trees in this biome are colorful. You can find trees with orange leaves and with yellow leaves and with different color, violet. They are found there, and they are arranged in strata. They are found in strata. You can find very tall trees called canopy, understory, shrubs, and ground. All of them are found there. So, because there is abundance of moisture, soil, rich in nutrient, and so you will find all the kinds of trees, very tall one, and then understory or canopy, and then the shrubs and the ground one. The dominant plant in this area is the deciduous trees. So deciduous trees, that is why we call it temperate deciduous forest. It is characteristic of the trees that drop their leaves before winter. For winter, you will find all the leaves drop before the winter, and then just the stem stand. Also, there are a number. It includes a number of animals like wolves, bear, and lions, and also deer and moose, and also there are a lot of squirrel and rabbits, small animals. Besides, they got a lot of adaptation during the winter or the cold time, either by migrate like bears or hibernate in winter to the warmer, or that got other adaptation like seek fuel or fats underneath their skin in order to protect them during the drop in temperature or in the cold. Our seventh biome is the temperate boreal forest. The temperate boreal forest located in the northern hemisphere. Here, this is blue color. Just in the northern hemisphere, located in Canada and North Europe and Asia. Canada, North Europe, and Asia. This biome is characterized by trees that cone bearing and middle leaves. Cone bearing and middle leaves. You see, it is just like a cone and leaves are middle, and they are evergreen. And the region also characterized by long winters and moderate to high precipitation. And most of the trees in that region is spruce trees, and coniferous trees or needle-bearing trees are abundant, and they got long roots to anchor trees, and also because there is low sunlight and poor soil, this keep plants from growing on forest floor. there is no plants on the forest floor due to the low sunlight and poor soil. Also, there are a lot of number of animals there, but not too much. Less animal species are present there because, as you know, according to the rule, whenever you move further from the equator, there are in the gradient way, there are less animals and plants. There is a declining in the number in the direction to the pole. When you go from the equator to the pole, the number of the plant and the number of the animals will be less. So in the temperate boreal forest, or we call it Tundra, also this biome characterized by less animal species, and most of the animal species that are present there are adapted to the winter, also either by burrowing or hibernate, or warm coats. They have warm coat, or they have some fats in their under their skin. Let us go for our last terrestrial biome, Tundra, and this one located just here north of Arctic Circle, on the north of Arctic Circle, where the winter are extremely cold, and even summertime they have very short summertime, only about 2 months, and temperature are still very cold during the summertime, from 3 to 12 degrees centigrade. Tundra biomes characterized by frozen soil. As you see here, the soil is frozen and treeless. This is a biome with treeless, no tree, only grasses, So because the soil limit plant growth, and also the yearly precipitation, the rainfall, and the melting snow also is not too much. So it is about 150 to 250 millimeter per year. Also, animals are very few in numbers and diversity, and animals found as a place also they adapted to very cold, towards the coldness, and they live, most animals live in tundra, have thick skin to adapt to the freezing temperature, like polar bear, and also some of the bears like Pangonian have webbed feet, helping them travel 15 meters per hour, and a feather to keep them warm. So they have to work. They are just special animals, leaves, and animals and plants are found in the tundra place. Also, regarding the plants adaptation, they are grow close to the soil because the soil is just poor, and at the same time covered with ice. So as the plants have shallow roots to absorb limited water resources because there is no water, and also the trees, even if they are grow only shrubs, but if there is some trees there, they will not be more than 1 meter. All of them less than 1 meter in height, very, very slow. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like the video, and or share or comments by pressing the button. Thank you. See you in next video.